to my knowledge, this is the first time anywhere in the state of Florida that a legislative body has reconvened to change the decision that was already made within the meaning of the Public Employee Relations Act. I think you might want to ask, and I have asked, for what legal authority there is to do this vis-a-vis the Public Employee Relations Act. I think it's problematic. Now, the union objected to some of the city council's votes and some of the issues that you considered and pursued an unfair labor practice charge. And the unfair labor practice was found sufficient by the Public Employee Relations Commission. And it's going forward on September 21st before a hearing officer to test the legality of the city's previous hearing. And the city, in this sitting here today, doesn't have authority to go back and try to revisit the issue, particularly for purposes of litigation strategy. Nothing you do here today can cleanse the unfair labor practices that the union claims occurred or remedy the unfair labor practices. You simply don't have jurisdiction. And that's the union's position.
Okay, I apologize for bringing this forward. Should have left it at item 42. But having said that, what is your position?
This will be much shorter than the last hearing.
I believe there may be a difference of an opinion here.
Yes, if I may, just for the record, it is our position you have the authority to do this. When you acted initially, you acted as a legislative body, making a legislative decision. You have the right and authority as a city commission to reconsider decisions as you would with other types of cases. This is not unique. This goes to the authority of you as a legislative body. And if you've reconsidered or wish to reconsider and change a decision, just like changing other decisions that I'm sure over the years have been done, either by you or by other city commissions. So we believe you have the authority, and it's unfortunate we are trying to, in this case, agree to something or asking you to accept something which the union had accepted, and apparently they're asking you not to do that. The impact on other proceedings remains to be seen. You're not dealing with that today. You are simply exercising your legislative authority to reconsider a prior decision, and what remains of the pending unfair labor practices or the upcoming hearing remain to be seen.
Thank you. If I could follow up on that?
Sure.
In your packet, it's explained on the cover sheet that the basis for this is litigation strategy. It is not because, with all due respect, Mark's a delightful fellow, that the executive all of a sudden decided they were going to be beneficent towards the firefighters. It's simply a tactic for the upcoming litigation, nothing more, nothing less. Having said that, you still haven't been provided with any citation to authority that you have any case law or statutory provisions that you have any legal ability to revisit statutory impasse resolution hearing. It was done and over with when the last hearing was gavelled. This has, to my knowledge, never happened in the state of Florida. And with all due respect, this kind of an irregularity is further suggestive of the city's inability to comply with the Public Employee Relations Act.
One last question. Would you share with us your authority that says this council is prohibited from agreeing with the union's position in an effort to resolve some of the issues that are proceeding in an adversarial proceeding, which is a form of litigation before this council?
Sure.
Thank you.
It's section 447.403, subsection 4, Florida statutes, subsection E, which describes the process which is mandated by statute. You have the hearing. After the hearing, you prepare the post-hearing document, which was done. And after that, the parties go to ratification or litigation.
So you're saying there is no opportunity to resolve any of the issues short of full-blown litigation? And I'm not sure I agree with you.
Well, I disagree with you, and I respect your views. I can tell you that it's never happened anywhere in the state of Florida, to my knowledge, since the act was passed in 1974. The other part of it is that you cannot go back and change things and revisit that decision any more than I can come before you time and time again and say, hey, let's look at that wage article again. Let's go back and look at wages. Once that hearing ended and the post-hearing contract is generated, that's it. The statute is very clear. The employer is not permitted, with all due respect, to go back and see if they could change things. Both parties might mutually be able to do that, but not unilaterally.
One last point for the record. When I raised this with you, that there was an interest in these discussions, and I think that was back in early July, you didn't make that argument then. You said you would get back to me, but you would have to get with the members.
You're making my point. My point is if parties can mutually agree to settle litigation anytime they want. That's different than what you're doing here. It's decidedly different. And again, you simply don't have the authority within the meaning of the Public Employee Relations Act to do this.
You want me to
He
take-
doesn't accept our settlement of
So you
your...
want to table this? You gonna
No,
do
sir,
that?
I would. It's my recommendation to proceed.
Okay. Thank you.
We're always open to settlement discussions in the proper forum.
Thank you. We're done. Back to the council. Dennis?
I
Comments?
go with the attorney.
Rob?
We have a city attorney, that's what we pay her for, and I'll go with her recommendation.
Mary?
Son.
Bob?
You have a motion on the floor?
Yes.
I'd like for you to amend that motion.
To amend it in what fashion?
I'd recommend that you communicate your offer to resolve these two issues, contingent upon us proceeding and being able to meet and discuss it with the union. They've offered to discuss it with us, and I think we have every obligation to discuss it with them.
Let me be clear, what's on the floor is to approve these two changes.
Subject to discussion with the union to reach a mutual agreement as they have requested.
Mary?
I'd be glad to make that.
You make an amendment to the main motion.
Yes.
And I'll second that.
What you have before you is an amendment, and it's been seconded. On the amendment to the main motion, would you call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes. What you have before you is the main motion as amended. Additional comments, council? I'll call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes, thank you very much.